Hello fam, welcome to the channel. Breaking news, Tesla has just dropped prices on the Model Y again, unannounced. So they've dropped another $2,000. So we're now looking at prices that are akin to February 2nd when I put in my order for this one. So you're now getting yesterday Model Y with my configuration performance was costing you $60,900, and now it's down to $58,490. So, and then it's across the Model Y range. So it's from the basic Model Y regular range, long range, 7-seater Model Y Performance. So this is good news for those people who were sitting on the fence and had watched the price increase and then felt like, oh, what is Tesla going to do? Well, Tesla has come out now and it's dropped the price. And this, I believe, is in response to the IRS guidance that's firmed up the fact that the Model Y all across the range is now qualifies for the $7,500 tax credit. So, meaning that if you have a tax liability, you get dollar for dollar that $7,500 off. So you're looking at a Model Y. If you qualify, there are income restrictions. Sad to say that I didn't know until I did a deeper dive. I was a little excited about it, but if you're married, filing jointly, there is an income cap on that of $300,000. So if you make over $300,000, you don't qualify. And for singles making over $150,000, you don't qualify for the tax credit. But aside from that, pretty much anyone else purchasing a Model Y, you qualify for that $7,500 tax credit. But this breaking news that Tesla's once again dropped the prices on the Model Y to ridiculously low prices. I think they've learned how to fulfill the demand, and they're looking for another boost for Q2 and Q3. They're trying to make the Model Y in the US a top 5 performer, the way they've done in Germany. Literally, the Model Y, as many of you know, was introduced in 2020. From its introduction to this first quarter, the Model Y has become the number 2 selling vehicle in Germany. In Germany, where German cars for Americans are what many aspire to as status symbols, quality symbols. You think of Mercedes, Audi, BMW, Porsche as the manufacturing benchmarks, or Lord, can you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? I mean, those marks are there, and literally Tesla, the new kid on the block, the American on the block, is the number 2 seller there. So, and they're doing damage to the domestic manufacturers in China, so much so that the CCP is making moves to boost BYD and others to compete more strongly with Tesla. So that's it for this quick update. But for those of you on the line who are thinking about it, the drawback to buying a Tesla in the ordering process is if you don't order a Model Y Performance, which is the model that's least ordered it's going to take some time before you get your vehicle. And I'm a member of a couple of Model Y forums, and if you look at Model Y performance, I got mine, I ordered on the 3rd of February, and I received it on the 25th of March. So, and that was a short time. I could have gotten it a couple of days earlier, but bad weather and transportation and other unforeseen factors in getting across the country from Fremont all the way to the East Coast delayed it a couple of days. But still, you're still looking at a 6 week, 6 week or so window. And the long range and the 7-seater, you're looking at 8 to 10 weeks for delivery. So there are a lot of anxious people on those forums desperately awaiting the arrival of their vehicles. And then there are also threads running through these forums and elsewhere on the internet that talks about quality issues and build quality issues and paint quality issues. You must go through the process of looking over the outside of the car, definitely. And I've seen some people literally nitpick about, oh, you know, panel gaps not being symmetrical, panel gaps to their eye, doesn't look like it conforms to an industry standard. I don't want you to nitpick like that. I want you to nitpick to make sure that the gaps, there's nothing egregious on them. And I haven't seen or read anything of recent deliveries that are like that, but nothing egregious. But I want you to check the headlights and the taillights to make sure that in the construction of them, they have been seated properly and they're on the outside properly, so that you're not having anything coming loose. I want you to look at the door gaps, and you won't be able to get inside the car until they give you the keys. And in my case, I had to take delivery. But I want you to check those things on the outside. Make sure that the body panels, just like if you were buying a used car dealers look to see if the panels are straight. Make sure the panels are straight, and then you'll be able to move and go. And I think that's a better thing than being so paranoid about it. But if you're on the fence about ordering one of these, I can say the quality is definitely there. The paint quality, I will submit a comparison of luxury model paint to the Tesla, just so you can see real-time, real-life comparisons, and not something that's just written on paper. I actually go to dealerships and do it so you can see it. I do a walk around of mine so you can see it. Mine is black, and if black shows up any paint imperfection, so I have a walk around so you can see what I saw and the quality that I saw. But these are opportunities. Do I think Elon may drop the price again? I think he saw significant success with the price drop to where I purchased it at. And I believe that's why it's here today at this price point. So it's something that you definitely need to consider when comparing it to if you're in the market for a new vehicle. And new car dealers have now increased. Their prices have gone up now in the last 2-3 weeks. And you also have to watch out for the additional dealer vig of anywhere between $2,000 and $3,000 on top of MSRP, just because they're still suffering supply chain issues. And as far as competitors go to the Model Y, Hyundai makes a fantastic product. Genesis, which is a luxury offshoot of Hyundai, fantastic. Definitely take a look at those models, but the problem with those, they are limited. So you may have to pay a premium at the dealer also, because they only have 2 or 3, or they'll have some coming in and they'll expect you to pay a premium on top of that. Whereas Tesla, you've got a price cut. Straight and plain, there's a price cut all across the board. So, all right, fam.